Welcome to the third-party news for Retro Robot Radio for the date of March 1st, 2014. Well, today we have my wife Jerry joining us again. Say hello, Jerry.
Hello.
So we're looking at the photos of the third-party Transformers news for this week. The first one we have is from a company called Before and After, and they're making their version of a Transformer character called Six Gun. Now, first of all, what do you think of the looks?
It's nice. It's good.
Now, this is a companion piece to a Transformer that was released by Hasbro recently. They released a character called Metroplex, and the original Metroplex from the 1980s had Six Gun, but then when they released the new one, he didn't have them. So people said, "Hey, we got to add a Six Gun to the toy." Now, there's a couple different companies making them because they all had that great idea. This is one of them. You can see the back view.
Okay.
And there he is with a little tank gun on his arm. So we're looking forward to see what that looks like in its gun mode. He turns into a big gun, or a couple of little guns.
I like his high heel shoes.
Oh, yeah. Now, the next news we have is from BMOG Toys. They've shown pictures of the concept for the stickers for their toy, as they've been showing off the toy for some time, but now they have stickers that are going to go on it. So they give it a little more detail. This is Mantax, the manta ray that turns into an axe.
Is it like, are they scratch and sniff stickers? Like you scratch it and it smells like a Mantax?
No.
Oh, okay.
But he does have little faction symbols on his wings.
Yes, I did notice that.
And you can see the stickers on his eyes. It gives a lot more color to the plain toy.
Okay.
And then this is Ursinal, the bear that turns into guns.
Okay. That's a bear?
Yes, and he has a faction symbol on his head, and a scanner on his back, and little circuits on his guns on his legs.
But no high-heeled shoes, I noticed.
No, but he has heel spurs.
Okay.
This is some concept art from a company called DACA Toys. They're coming out with a character called Kronos, who turns from a robot into a jet.
I like that. It's a cool poster. Or whatever it is.
Now, this is a picture that was released by Dr. Wu. The story behind this is that Dr. Wu is making some weapons for this toy. Hasbro, or Takara, actually recently released this character as a toy, but there was a scene from the comic book where he was packing all these big guns in a combat scene. Now, the toy comes with some of the guns, but Dr. Wu's going to make the rest of them so that he can make them look like that.
It's very colorful.
Yes, it is. That's Generation 2 from the 1990s. Everything was colorful. Dr. Wu is also making the original toy that he came up with called the Soul Eater. It's a big scythe weapon.
Is that different from Soul Food Eater?
Yes.
Okay. That's very scary looking.
I'm glad you think so. Now, Fans Project recently posted this image on their Fans Project Core website for Project Triplex, which gives a little background to their character of Warbot Defender, which is one of their first toys. Defender turns from a robot into either an armored car or a helicopter. And this kind of hints that they might either be upgrading him or releasing a new figure based on him.
Okay. I don't really have any thoughts about this. It's not... I don't know.
Now, this is another one Fans Project released. They recently released a line of retro future toys where they made toys look like they were toys from the 1980s and released them. And this is a little fake page out of a toy catalog from the 1980s where they set up their toys that they just released looking like it was from some old toy catalog and gave a little background story on the characters.
I like it. I do like retro stuff. I notice it says grizzled but kind. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
The most wildest combat team in the universe.
Obviously.
These next pictures are from a company called Gigapower, which is a new company. You saw pictures of him last week, where you said you were wondering what those things were out behind his shoulders.
Okay.
This shows what he looks like compared to some other Transformers toys, because he's a really big toy. That Masterpiece Optimus Prime is pretty big, and this guy stands at least a full head above him.
Don't you have that one on the left?
The one on the left is a smaller version of the toy that you gave us for when we got married.
I gave it to you.
Yes.
It was really not a shared gift.
Well, we both enjoy it.
You're welcome.
And then this is a picture that Gigapower released on their website showing the characters from a show and how big they were compared to the other characters. So this is what they were going for scale.
Oh, it looks like he's winging on the building. Sorry.
And here's another photo of them in scale.
What's this in the middle? What's that white? Is that part of that guy?
That's Ratchet. That's a little guy standing in front of him.
Okay, then.
In front of Sludge. Now, iGear has released the finished product images of their Raptor Squadron 3 set. This is Attack, who is their version of Thrust. It's a modified F-22 Raptor, obviously, at about 1/73rd scale. And it turns into this robot.
Okay, that's cool. Different color.
Yes. This is another one of the set. They're all basically the same mold with different colors and shapes on their wings. So this is this is Jet, who is their version of Ramjet.
That's a really unique name.
Yes, yeah, well, they weren't that imaginative. And this is LG? How do you pronounce that?
I just call it Jet 2.
Okay, Jet 2. He's their version of Dirge. And he turns into that.
Conehead.
Yes. So these will be coming out very soon. Unfortunately, iGear is only selling them in a 3-pack so far. And a lot of people have been saying they want them to break them up and sell them individually because they are kind of expensive.
He has dainty little feet.
Yes, he does. People have been saying he has skinny arms, too.
Oh, I didn't really notice his arms.
Now, this is from Keith's Fantasy Club. They've released the second of their Pentalion. You may know that name.
And why do I know that name?
Oh, because you came up with it.
That's right, folks. I came up with it.
And this is Hunk, who I named. And he turns from a cassette into a yellow lion with red wings.
Okay, why is that necessary? Why do we have to be a cassette turning into anything?
Well, the toys are recolors of a toy he already made, and he's just painting them in neat new colors. So he already had a cassette that turned into a lion, because it was based on an old Transformers toy.
Okay.
But this is the Voltron homage.
Okay.
There was the set of Voltron lions. I don't know if you recall that from the 1980s.
No.
There was a TV show called Voltron, where they had all these different colored lions that saved the universe every week.
Not at all.
Okay. Well, this is one of them. Now, this is from a company called Mech Ideas. They've released the prototype images of their Gauntlet figure. Now, the neat thing about this is Gauntlet was originally going to be released by a company called Mach 5 a year ago, and Mach 5 just didn't finish it. It ended up having troubles. And they ended up giving the design over to Mech Ideas because people wanted it. So this is a picture of it in vehicle mode compared to another Mech Ideas toy. There's a little close-up of it. And there he is in robot mode.
Oh, I almost fell asleep there. Sorry. No, not doing anything for me.
Well, it is kind of gray and boring.
Yeah.
But it will be in color later. They're actually going to be releasing both Gauntlet and his recolor Piston pretty soon.
Well, I do like the little screw things on the shoulders.
Well, that's the old Mech Ideas toy. The new one's on the right.
Oh, well, I like the old one better. Sorry.
Also, Mech Ideas has shown off some more prototype pictures of their toys inspired by animated Huffer and Pipes. That's the one you said looked like a nose.
Oh, it sort of looks like a garbage man for some reason.
Well, he's supposed to be a plumber.
Oh, a plumber. I'm not saying a plumber, but...
Well, they're not holding the plunger they normally have.
Oh, seriously?
Seriously, there's the plunger right there.
I don't even know what to say about that.
What, you don't like little toy robots that turn into alien transports that are plumbers?
No, no.
Okay.
Wow.
There they are in vehicle mode. Look like little crawler tractors.
Okay.
Alright, this is from SXS. That's the Uranus head that they showed. I think you saw that last week.
Mm-hmm.
This shows some more finished type pictures of it actually on the toy. It's still not colored, though, to match the toy. And as you can see here, they have different mouth options. You can swap them out. You can have a plate. You can have them being all gritty, smiling.
That's smiling?
I don't know.
I like the first one.
This one?
Yeah, it's just normal.
Yeah.
Sort of like a George Clooney chin thing going on there.
Okay. Well, if you want to put a Clooney on Uranus, there you go.
That doesn't even sound right at all.
Now this is from TFC Toys. This is another version of that 6-gun character from another company. There you decided that theirs is going to look like this.
I mean, they're just making stuff up now. I mean, what the heck's going on here?
It's a guy with big forearms and fists who turns into a load of guns.
It's like a bunch of Duplo.
Here are all the guns it breaks down into. And you can put those on the bigger Transformers.
So they'd be all over the floor and I'd vacuum them up? No.
Yeah, yeah, you'd be vacuuming them up, right. Yeah. And there's the bigger toy that it comes with.
Okay.
It's Metroplex. This is the Gear of War 3. Now another toy that's going to be coming out pretty soon is from Unique Toys. They have their version of Generation 1 Blaster, who's an Autobot who turns into a boombox cassette player. This is him in robot mode. And you notice that rifle right there?
Mm-hmm.
That actually folds up and turns into a cassette that slides into his cassette deck.
I thought it was a weed whacker.
There he is compared to some other toys that Unique Toys made. And there he is in radio mode.
Oh, Lord.
And there's the cassette.
That is a cassette.
Yes. Now, originally, he was going to come with a cassette that broke apart and turned into a rhinoceros that was his friend.
Oh,
but instead, they gave him a rifle.
Oh, okay. We're just getting crazy now.
We've been crazy there. This is from X2 Toys. They have their Interception figure, which is, amazingly enough, another gun for Metroplex. This one turns, instead of turning into a robot, turns into a cannon emplacement for the smaller robots to fire, or a tank for them to ride on.
All right.
And this is the box pictures of the front and the back.
What's that little sad little cartoon guy over there?
There's a sad little cartoon guy on it, I guess.
All right.
And this is from Zenith Forge. This is their aristocratic creature huntsman. Which
it's a creature? I don't know.
That's just the name for it. It's a dragon hunting rifle.
Oh, okay.
And that's for the Beast Hunters Optimus Prime figure. It also has a replacement head. It's not colored yet for the set, but it makes the Beast Hunters Optimus Prime figure, his head, look a lot better. And and this is the gun basically that he used in Beast Hunters TV series.
Okay.
So I think that it is a big improvement. It's a big improvement over the original toy, coming with that nice big minigun under his arm. What do you think of him?
Big minigun?
Yeah.
Okay. It sort of looks like a Nerf gun, you know, it shoots those little orange bullets.
It'd be fun if it shot little orange bullets.
It would be.
All right, well, thank you very much for being on the show this week, Jerry.
You're welcome.
Take care. This week's screen capture is of 7 Zark 7 from the 1970s animated series Battle of the Planets. Yes, that's the way I originally watched Gatchaman. This week's story is brought to you from the pages of tformers.com and TFW 2005. Stories read by Matthew Ignash. Be sure to visit our YouTube channel, comment and subscribe if you like the show. For more information on third-party Transformers, visit wikialpha.org and drop by the Facebook page for the Third Party Cast.